Men, what is going on? Cam here, back with another video. And gentlemen, in this video, I'm going to be giving you a journey update, what's been going on inside Above Club, more specifically, what's happening with AboveMen, the progress of AboveMen, which I'm very, very excited to see how this is starting to take a life of its own, I guess you could really say. So I'm going to talk a bit about that and then talk about some exciting life updates as well from the last time I made one of these videos. So first and foremost, you might be able to see I got some tape here, which used to be sound panels. I'm going to be taking the rest of these off, and the reason being is I'm moving out of my place here in Vancouver, BC, right here in English Bay, which has been an amazing first place to move downtown Vancouver. Highly recommend the West End if anybody wants to move downtown. Beautiful place, and I was really happy with this spot, how I had it optimized. Office in here, bed where the living room would be, just a little dining setup, kitchen, all you need is some workout equipment, and beautiful view. So moving out of this place after, I believe it'll be 15 months by the time I leave, moving up to Squamish, BC. Very excited about that move. Right when I get back from Mexico, which I'm headed out tomorrow for, going to be flying back and literally taking all my stuff, moving it up to Squamish in the new spot that we got. I'm going to be moving in with a very, very close friend. If not, I'd call him a brother for sure, that he's going to be moving from Ontario to Squamish with me. Very exciting. So that's the first thing. I am thrilled about that, and a big reason I'm thrilled about that is very recently I finally took my brother Zach up on going mountain biking. Guy's been mountain biking for several years now, and since we've been friends, you know, he's talked to me about it, and I've seen him, you know, watching stuff about it and his bikes and stuff, but I've never actually been out. And probably about 2 months ago now, I finally went out, and although I got absolutely destroyed in terms of a workout, that is one of the best things in terms of a workout you can freaking do. Holy. First time I went out, not only did I definitely ate shit a couple times, which I loved. I think you gotta really embrace sucking, especially in a sport like that where you know you're gonna get, you know, roughed up. So I was expecting to get thrown around the first day, but not only that, man, the workout going up and the workout going down, my legs literally cramped straight. I've never had it, you know, when you have like a calf cramp or a foot cramp, like just that area of your leg is cramped. I had a full freaking leg cramp on both my legs for 10 to 15 minutes after the ride. I'm like in the back of, I'll actually throw a picture up on the video of me behind my buddy's truck, Zach's truck, after we finished biking. And I'm literally laying down, zooped with my leg. My one leg still so straight, I literally could not move it for a solid 10, 15 minutes. It was insane, but loved it. Absolutely loved it. And for all my men out here that really want to push themselves and feel their edge, mountain biking is a phenomenal way to do that. So much so that I went out again the next day and then one more weekend with rentals. And after only 4 rides mountain biking, I went and picked up a beautiful bike, Transition Spire. If anyone does bike that's listening to this, 2021 custom, phenomenal bike. Found a great deal, picked it up, and oh man, could I not be more thrilled about this as a sport that I want to go all in on. Genuinely, this is such a fun sport. It gets you on that primal edge as a man, that all men need to have something in their life that can really push them from a primal standpoint. And you're instantly in flow when you're doing that. There's so many benefits about that. I definitely want to talk more about that in a separate video, but I completely fell in love, bought a bike after 4 rides, you know, all the gear, everything, and I'm all in, and man, it's been a phenomenal experience so far, even the 2 short months I've been riding. So all that to say, very pumped for Squamish, and that was one of the main reasons I wanted to move up there. Short term, longer term, separate chat. want to be building, quite a life out there in terms of having some acreages for livestock and, just more regenerative farming where you can really live off the land per se. Grow your own meats, grow your own veggies, your fruits, X, Y, and Z, herbs, all that good stuff. That's long-term vision. Short-term is just go enjoy myself, bike, snowboard, explore new areas. Bunk up with a brother. I've been obviously living by myself for the last 14 years, so really, really excited about that. So that was one of the big updates combined with diving all in mountain biking. And so in terms of work with Above Club and the first product, AboveMen, sorry, it's been going really well. Has it ever been a challenge? Okay, but I've really been locked in on my protocol the past 4 months, 3 months for sure. The last 2 months have been even better. And this month, it just keeps on going. The more I dig into this program and really build it and pull pieces from many different experts and my own experiences and my testing of what the experts are saying, and then synthesizing it in a way that makes sense, that is congruent with my niche and to how I want to present it and how I want to be conveyed, right? It's been a phenomenal experience, and it's been it really is the right time for me to finally go all in on my own project. I've been building other people's businesses happily, very happily with that, but building other people's businesses to now feel like this is my crack, this is my pathway to go and blaze per se, and early signs have been suggesting just that. Feedback has been phenomenal. I've been having so much fun with my clients, and the early feedback from the clients, not only what they're saying and how they're feeling about the program and what they're getting from it, but then objectively what we're tracking with the data. And that's what I love about data. I love, this is a tool right here, Whoop. Phenomenal company, phenomenal tool. Really, really happy with it. All my clients are very, very happy with it. And it's been awesome to see these early wins within the community. The AboveMen in there, right? And it's going to be really cool when this thing can start to take off, when the program's completely done. 1.0 is complete. And I can really focus on getting this out to the people, getting it out to you men. If you're listening, come join AboveMen and master your energy. So going to be super thrilled when the program's done, but also on the flip note, practicing my philosophy, enjoying the present moment and enjoying the journey. Part of the program is getting people to rethink the model of operating, or the way of operating that is happening within most of our lives, which is, sacrifice the present in different ways, all right, for an anticipated future, all right, and doing it in ways that actually affects the future without thinking it doesn't affect the future. And effectively, that is the rat race, you know what I mean? And a lot of people that don't think they're playing the rat race are playing the rat race, even if you're financially free. I think too many people think if you're not living paycheck to paycheck, and you're making some good money, that means you're out of the rat race. No. The rat race isn't just a financial game. And so the new model of operating says, hey, enjoy the journey now and aim for a better future, right? That's hope, operationalizing hope right there. And so as much as I'm very thrilled to get this out and finish 1.0, I've been loving the journey of it, really digging into the content, because I'll tell you one thing, and this is something that I haven't vocalized in prior videos. I started to, I forget maybe it was 4 videos ago, I started to kind of vocalize this, but ultimately I said to myself, probably about 6 to 7 months ago, you know what? I really, really want to be able to spend 1 to 4, 5 hours a day just researching and writing and compiling information. And 4, 5, 6, 7 months later, that's exactly what I've been able to do with this content creation, with the program. like finally taking all of the things that I've gone through and have just kind of like digested and brought into my being, but never like formalized it into any kind of content besides my own just like research. Has been such a fun experience. So, and that's just for me. I don't know for, idiosyncratically for you. I don't know if that's something that you ever look forward to. I'm just expressing how I've been feeling. Is this no way trying to make people feel like, oh, you need to go down this path to feel what I'm feeling? No. That is that far from what I'm saying. But it has been a phenomenal journey nonetheless. So, very, very excited about that. The thing I'm going to wrap up about on AboveMen is two things. One, I just finished the second week of 8 weeks in terms of the modules, and week 2, 5 videos, big thick videos. Each video was on average probably about an hour and 10 minutes of a lot of just like theoretical big picture content. Because in week 2, week 1, it's very much like onboarding, setting some ground rules, some foundational stuff. But then week 2, which is called the Forgotten Link, really kind of sets the tone, sets the picture and the stage for why we're doing what we're doing and why we need to do what we're doing inside AboveMen and as men in the 21st century. And to give you a quick brief on that, there's 2 main variables. One I just talked about, the broken model of operating, where too many of us are sacrificing the future, or sacrificing the present for an anticipated future. And the problem with that is not only is there a flaw in doing that in of itself, playing the rat race, but what we're anticipating in the future is actually an illusion to begin with. And so we're getting fucked, or we're basically getting fucked from both sides, burning the candle from both ends, whatever analogy you want to put out there for that one, is not a good end result. Let's just put it that way. And so, unless you are, sorry, I won't go too far down on that. I'm going to try to wrap this video up. So the broken model of operating, right? That's the first component of what's going on in the 21st century. The second component is what I call the modern day mismatch. And the modern day mismatch states we are naturally, keyword naturally, worse off than we were 20,000 years ago from our ancestors when we were hunter and gatherers. Okay? What does that mean? What does it mean to be naturally worse off in this environment, okay, than 20,000 years ago when we were hunter and gatherers? What that means is the life we are born into, primarily the environment, the food that is predominantly around us, the air we are predominantly breathing, the liquids we are predominantly drinking, okay, the information that we are predominantly consuming, and not only that, the amount of information that we're predominantly consuming, okay, taking all of those combined and being placed in the world with the first probably 5 to 6, if not 10 years of your life, largely pre-decided for you based off of who your parents are and where you live in the world. And so naturally that base, which is arguably some of the most important developmental years for your body, and this is where the modern day mismatch is, for your body, is not even up to you. So when I say naturally worse off, I mean because of that variable, that probably for the first 10 years you were relying on your parents and relying on what your parents are doing with the environment around you, okay? If you were born 20,000 years ago with our hunter and gatherers and how they lived before we became a farming society, an agricultural society where we bring all one crop to one area and stay in one area, versus our hunter and gatherer, our forager ancestors would move around the land in small bands, eating a large variety of diet, not really allowing any diseases to build up because you're constantly moving. If we were naturally born 20,000 years ago, for those first 10 years, although the mortality rate was higher, yes, some people can argue that, the foundation in which you were set in for those first 10 years was naturally better off. You would be naturally better off than if born today. Okay, so that's the modern day mismatch. Understand that, and here's the scarier part. You can say, okay, well, after those 10 years, I have my ability to make some more decisions now if, I start to pick up on what's going on. If you start to pick up on what's going on, and then two, you decide to do something about it. So that's the other issue, is not only are we naturally worse off in the modern day mismatch, but because of the game we're being sold, which is hedonic pleasure, it's not supposed to be hard, it's supposed to be easy. Everything that's hard isn't, worth going for. It's going to be easy, it's going to be easy, it's going to be easy. You are then hooked on the natural path of what is going on in our world, which is good tasting chemicals, right? It's all the GMO foods that we have around us. It's the air we breathe, not knowing it and not doing anything about it. It's not moving at all. It's all of these things that we are being told to do and have been sold to do during those first 10, 18 years of our life. So with those two variables in mind, back to my wrapping up point of where we're at with the forgotten link, right, is we need to be really understanding what's actually going on, okay? So what's actually going on? That is the forgotten link, modern day mismatch, and the broken model of operating. Take those two, you set yourself up for a really tough time in today's world, and AboveMen is here to fix that, or at least help fix that issue, among some of the other great companies that are out there that are doing similar things. One being my mentor, Brian Johnson and Heroic. Definitely go check them out. They have a phenomenal app on their phone, on iPhone and Android as well. So that's going to conclude today's video. I don't even know the time right now. I can't see. So I'm going to stop it here. Really just wanted to get some of those key points out there. I'm having a phenomenal time with where I'm at in life. I've been extremely grateful. The more I lean into my protocol, the stuff that I'm literally teaching inside of this program, the more I lean into that protocol, the better life's getting. And it's been an amazing last couple of months. I hope it has for you, men. And if it hasn't, and you want to make a change in your energy, which will then make a change in your work and love for the better for the rest of your life, I can promise you that. Hit me up right now. I don't have anything fancy, so unless there is a link underneath this video, which I might update later, literally just head on to my Instagram, give me a follow and shoot me a DM. Just let me know you're open to hearing what I have to say and seeing if it's a good fit for you to come inside AboveMen and join the community. So till next time, guys, stay moving, stay learning, stay well. Peace.